that before we get to some I can't talk right now. Stock picks is that Monday morning difficulty with your talk. Okay, so before we get to your stock picks, I want to get your take. I understand that you're sort of very cautious, think we're going to go lower, but I have to argue that there are some underlying fundamentals that I don't think that we can forget about, and that's improving employment. I mean, one of the trends we've seen out of earnings is that companies are spending more on development and more on hiring. We're also seeing retail sales slowly improve. If you average March and April, they really weren't that bad. We're also seeing lower commodity prices, which a lot of analysts were saying was a big headwind for the market, and now that it's lower, you think, well, why aren't we going higher? Are you just ignoring those right now, or can you not look at them right now?
Well, I think the market wants to pay attention to certain things at times, and right now we're in a bit of a corrective phase after a huge move. We have QE2 coming to an end. We have a lot of the problems in Europe. Earnings season just ended, so no one really cares about the strong corporate profits, so the shorts are going to have a little bit of an upper hand here. So at this point, I would still remain defensive, but realize all those positive things that you stated, and that could help with a fourth quarter rally.
And then do you think that part of this rotation and fear is the end of QE2?
Could be, and I like to see, I'm actually happy that we're starting to sell off before it, because if we were at our highs and everyone just ignored the fact that we were going to end QE2, and all of a sudden the bid came out of the market, then it would be that much more severe and that much more drastic. So at least if we're going lower into that phenomenon of it ending, at least some of it could be priced in.
Right.
So then at that particular point, it won't be as drastic and severe, and there might be a low put in where then some people will start looking at the positive economic results and in the corporate environment, and that's when we could put on a portfolio approach again instead of just trying to make cash flow at times as the market tries to grope for a bottom.
Which is interesting, because then you have to wonder if the QE3 then would be totally off the table if we don't see that kind of plummet and we just see some kind of healthy bottom.
Well, if we don't see the healthy bottom and we go lower and there's no rally in the market, you know what? We're going to get a QE3. So that's why I'm trying to just pay attention to the market action, because leaders will tell us when it's time to bounce. Support levels will show their face when we're ready to find support. And that's when people will start turning the headlines from glass half empty to glass half full, which